Of course, various other exercises can support the practices highlighted by this book. I try to think progressively about activities for learners. One simple suggestion is, can they develop their own individual or collective glossary of ideas and terms they're learning through their readings and through the work that you're doing, supported by the readings. This could or even should be an ongoing rather than one-time task. And I think it helps to focus so that we can tell if learners are getting the key ideas, principles, or practices that really any novice with these materials might need. A slightly different version of this would be to have the learners start thinking and writing about questions like, what key things must one know about Paul's letters? Have learners prepare initial short answer or short essay or oral responses to this question. Perhaps after sharing these or circulating the written versions of them, have learners kind of collectively gather a list of must-know things. Spend some time reflecting upon how one comes to know these things. How will we learn these things that we say are so important as a group? Then when you return to this question periodically, learners might, and really probably should, add things to any list that was first generated. So conversation or writing can again center around what might be replaced, what might be corrected, what might be supplemented, what might be altered. How has their perspective changed as they've been working on these materials? And of course this will lead to that next question, to that meta question of why. Right? So I think this is rather important to discuss or address, again, why did I think we should replace this? Well, why have things changed? Why do we think of this as a correction or as an addition or supplement? A different, more narrative, less declarative iteration of this sort of activity would be to pose the question early, why study Paul's letters? Have learners again prepare initial short essay or oral responses to this question, and then have them work again on how will this why be addressed or accomplished in their efforts and activities. Again, return to this question periodically throughout the course of your time together and address and discuss why are certain answers or questions or responses being generated and have they changed? And then reflect upon why is this change happening? That certain things are coming up now that didn't before. Or now when we're handling a topic, we're handling it in this way. Why is that? I'm sure you could already think of other uses of this book, but once you've spent more time leading learning experiences with and through it, still other uses might suggest themselves to you or those using and encountering these things for the first time. This is really to be expected. Over time, as we use this book in a variety of ways, I imagine that you and I, the contributors, and those learning with us, will have some interesting ideas or even challenges for how else we could add, adapt, or reshape this collection. While I hope that the organization and aims of each of these chapters and the whole work fit with a range of teaching and learning goals. I really do appreciate and welcome any ideas and feedback that you have about studying Paul's letters. Learning, of course, is a continuous and dynamic process. I think this book will be a great companion and spark for all kinds of learning, and I hope some of the suggestions the book and I have made prove useful or malleable to your own purposes. Thanks for watching and listening.